Welcome to Learn by Choice. In this video, we are going to talk about what is competition and how Competition Commission of India is ensuring competition consumers are benefited. CCI or Competition Commission of India is called as the guardians of fair play. Why it is so? Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of competition and its benefits to the consumers. In this episode, we are going to discuss the important aspect of our economic landscape, which is competition. We often hear about mergers and anti-competitive practices and regulatory bodies, but do we really know what goes on behind the scenes for a fair and competitive market? What is the role of CCI? Well, Learn by Choice will simplify it for you. Let us start with the basics. CCI or Competition Commission of India is like the referee of the business world, ensuring that the game of competition is played fairly and honestly by the players, that is the business entities. In the rapidly changing economy like India, where technology and e-commerce are booming and mergers and acquisitions are on the rise, the CCI plays an important role in protecting the interests of the consumers. CCI, which is established in the year 2003, is also called as antitrust watchdog. I will give an example for antitrust which provides a perspective for this discussion. One popular example of an antitrust case is one against the Microsoft, filed in the year 1998 by US Department of Justice. The case accused Microsoft for abusing its dominant position in the market for personal computer operating systems by bundling its Internet Explorer browser with Windows and making it difficult for the consumers and users to use any other browser. Now, because of the case, now one can access many browsers with ease. CCI's mission is to protect Indian markets from activities that could harm competition. This means preventing agreements among business that could lead to adverse effects on the market, such as price fixing, limiting the production, and collusive practices. Essentially, anything that could hurt consumers by reducing the choice, raising the prices is a red flag for CCI. Why should we care about this? Because the ultimate victims of anti-competitive behavior are everyday consumers like you and me. An example of anti-competitive behavior is price fixing among the competitors. This occurs when companies that should be competing against each other to offer the best products in the marketplace, instead they collude to set the prices at artificially high levels. Companies collude instead of competing. Just imagine if several major mobile phone manufacturers secretly agree to all sell their latest models of the phone for a fixed high price. It eliminates the price competition and harms the consumers by preventing them from enjoying the benefits of lower prices that would typically result from the market competition. In Europe, Google got into trouble for unfair practices in online advertising. They were fined hugely. They used their dominant position to stop other websites from showing ads from their competitors. This was not fair because it reduced choices for the consumers and made prices to go up. Another case in Europe involved MasterCard because MasterCard stopped the stores from trying to get better deals for payments made with their cards across different countries. This made it more expensive for both the shops and the people buying the things with their cards. CCI can take action in response to complaints or even initiate action suo motu. CCI conducts investigations to determine anti-competitive practices, to impose penalties for violations. We'll give an example for suo motu action by CCI. The case against Indian Oil Corporation and other OMCs, oil marketing companies, for alleged cartelization in the supply of LPG cylinders to the Indian Army. CCI found that these OMCs colluded to rig the bids and quoted identical prices for the supply of LPG cylinders. Remember the popular Flipkart and Amazon case? The big online shopping sites, these companies were not being fair. They were helping some sellers more than others and playing with the prices. This means that consumers have to pay more for things and we had fewer options to choose from. There is another case involving airlines like Air France, Indigo and Jet Airways. They were working together secretly to make air cargo transport more expensive. This hurts the people and also business entities because it increased the cost of sending things by air. But it is not all the role of CCI. CCI also plays a vital role in regulating the mergers and acquisitions. When companies want to merge or acquire others, they need regulatory approval from CCI if they meet certain monetary thresholds. This step ensures that such combinations don't harm the competition in the market or lead to monopolistic control. Competition is essential for any innovation, cost reduction, and also providing the consumers with the choices. The CCI's goal is to create a level playing field for producers and make the markets work for the welfare of the consumers. One should know the threshold of M&A for CCI's approval. The combined assets of the two parties or two or more parties in India should exceed 2000 crore or the combined turnover in India exceeds 6000 crores. So the next time you hear about the merger or anti-competitive practices, remember there is an unsung hero in the background, which is CCI, working tirelessly to protect your and my interest. Some recent examples for bringing some context about CCI. There are two cases where fine is imposed by CCI and there are two more cases where CCI has approved the merger. The example is Axis Bank, which is fined by CCI. What happened in Axis Bank case? Axis Bank, which is a major player in banking sector and faced trouble with the CCI due to its acquisition of stake in CCE governance. The problem arose because Axis Bank didn't notify the CCI about the acquisition as they were supposed to do under the law. The issue here is Axis Bank did not follow the rules set by CCI, which requires companies to inform the commission about certain transactions in advance. NTPC, a significant player in energy sector, also faced action from CCI. NTPC was fined for gun jumping when companies don't inform the CCI about a transaction before they occur. In this case of NTPC, the company has acquired stake in Ratnagiri Gas and Power without notifying CCI. The third case is Tata Motors, which is cleared by CCI for any wrongdoing. Tata Motors, a major automobile manufacturer, was accused by some of the dealers for engaging in unfair trade practices. They claimed that Tata Motors was dictating what vehicle the dealer should sell. The issue here is the allegations against Tata Motors was for abusing its dominant position and imposing certain restrictive clauses in dealership agreements. But the CCI found that these allegations lacked substantial evidence to prove that competition was adversely affected. They also noted that the dealers making these claims had never raised these concerns in the past. CCI approved the Vistara Air India merger. This is also a recent example. Vistara is a joint venture between Tata Group and Singapore Airlines planned to merge with Air India, creating a major change in the Indian aviation industry. The CCI had concerns about how this merger might impact the competition. CCI concerns are potential reductions in the capacity or fare increases due to the merger. To address these concerns of CCI, Air India made voluntary commitments like diverting the slots on certain routes and maintaining capacity on specific routes. CCI accepted the commitments given by Air India and the merger between Air India and Vistara is approved. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay informed and stay competitive. Subscribe to Learn by Choice for more and more videos. Thank you.